Welcome on in tonight to Mansionverse Arena episode 2, where things are slowly getting up and running in the mansion. We have a new competitor tonight, Auhin. He is rocking this lovely green and black look, nice and muscular. He has been working out quite a bit during these COVID times, and he is ready to enter into the arena. He is ready to get back into the action. He is ready to prove that he is the best. Unfortunately, we don't really know a whole lot more about him than that, in fact, but he originally comes to us from the X Evolution community, where Shadow Drift discovered him back in the year 2007. It's been quite some time. So Auhin has been around for quite a number of years, part of Sparkbomb ever since the merger in 2009. Quite a bit of history there. Still active to this very day. Still actively making levels in Mario Maker 2 for those who wish to play his levels. And he is excited tonight for his debut match. Also, let's go ahead and appreciate that sexiness for a moment longer. We are not doing in-game audio this time around, Mika. I'm probably going to put something into the ears. There is no sound. We are not doing sound. His opponent tonight is Cyprus the Witch, who, of course, coming off of her loss last week against Durf. Very, very sad to see her lose, but it is what it is. Anything can happen here in the arena. Cyprus has not been deterred, and she is happy and excited to give Auhin some proper competition, a proper match, ready to make things happen. We will have our music. We will have some nice background music here in a moment once I find it. Joan Played, welcome on into chat. Welcome on in. This match is about to get started. Place your bets, everyone. We don't have our prediction up. Nebi is already on top of that. You do have 1 minute to bet your points if you would like to bet your points. Cyprus already going out of the ring for some reason. I'm not sure exactly what is going on here. As I try to find my music. Oh, sorry, we forgot to. We made some mistakes, guys. We made some mistakes. I forgot to have the settings correctly done. This is why I'm bad at my job. That does not count. So we have a small change of a venue here, as can be seen, but don't mind that. One day we will have a consistent venue. Cyprus, of course, is the witch, dressed in her nature regalia, and we're about to see what happens now that we are properly set to no disqualification, since there was a small glitch in the programming of the arena. Do not mind that. Auhin getting off to a strong start. In fact, he has quite the height advantage over Cyprus, as we can see. But that is not deterring Cyprus in the slightest. She is eager to prove herself. She wants us all to know that being small does not mean that she is not a threat. But Auhin does not seem to be terribly scared by that just yet. Bed blame Sparkbot for the issue. That's fair. That's fair. Sparkbot indeed was responsible for a lot of the help and a lot of the things going on right in here. I don't know why there's a Hurricane Rana in Auhin's lineup, but of course characters are still being created, still being edited. People are still learning different moves. Weird physics things happen like that right there, where it seemed that Auhin had stepped out of the way, but Cyprus still hit him. But it is how things go right now. So of course, if you want to be included in one of these matches yourself, you just let me know. Those hitboxes, the hitboxes are what they are. It's also partially, I think, the height difference is that it's not entirely meant to have this massive a height difference between characters. And it's part of the male versus female aspect, but we want male versus female, and so it's what it is. We just accept. Now, of course, we have borrowed a few rules from wrestling, a few aspects of wrestling, such as the fact that the winner will be the person whose shoulders are pinned to the mat for 3 seconds. And also, it is possible to get counted out by being out of the ring for too long. How long is too long, you ask? It is 20 seconds. Our ref in the ring there is still counting the time, but it looks like we're just on 5 or 6 seconds, so there is still plenty of time for our competitors to get back into the ring if and when they choose to do so. If I'm not mistaken, there are certain rules about which of the two competitors it needs to be and so on and so forth. But do I know anything about wrestling? No, I don't. I just work here. I'm just a voice and a face and a commentator. Now, the thing that's really impressive about Cyprus is how high she can get those kicks. You would not think that for being so small she would be that flexible, but the corner of that ring is very, very hard, and as you can see, Cyprus just trying to regain her breath for a second, and Auhin kind of giving her the chance, giving her a bit of mercy, perhaps. I'm not sure. Auhin's going to need to tell us himself after the fact what he is thinking. Cyprus getting into the ring just to make sure that there is no timeout here, that she is not counted out. I don't think she is counting on Auhin getting counted out because, you know, normally that's just not how it is. But she is taking a moment to play to the crowd, and fortunately that does not seem to have been a mistake for her at all. She seems to be in her environment. There are no disqualifications, Joan played. The reason there are no disqualifications is because in order for the male versus female wrestling to exist, as we saw a couple of minutes ago, you can't have disqualifications, otherwise the male competitor will always be disqualified for attacking a female competitor. And so we just accept there's certain problems, certain things, so on and so forth that just aren't possible. And that is a brutal blow right there. But Auhin being a nice, kind individual, picking Cyprus up and giving her a moment to catch her breath. I don't know what Auhin's strategy is, what his plan is here. Perhaps he will share it with us in the Mansionverse Arena thread on Sparkbomb after the fact, as some of our competitors have done. But we will see. But, you know, even though Auhin is being quite the gentleman by giving Cyprus these opportunities to come back, Cyprus is not showing any such mercy on Auhin. And Auhin just going for those legs over and over again. Perhaps he's wanting to show that he is indeed much more skillful than Cyprus. Perhaps he's wanting to prove that her loss to Durf was not unearned. I don't know. I don't know what's going on in Auhin's head. Don't play it. I'm glad that you actually understand what's going on, because like I just kind of add moves that are cool according to what people tell me to do for them, because half of us don't know anything about wrestling. Is there a blood mod? Blood is enabled. Oh, Cyprus going in for a pin, but no such luck. No such luck at all. She did everything she could to wrap things up, and unfortunately got unwrapped very, very quickly. I mean, Auhin just seems completely in control of this situation, and really has seemed in control all match. You know, you might think that's a goofy outfit with all of the black and the green and the alternation of colors, and wearing a baseball hat of all things, but Auhin is making it work. He is making that look work very, very well. Doing an impressive flip there. Doing a backflip just to show off even. I don't entirely understand. I also don't know who everybody voted for and who everybody wanted to see win. I don't know why Auhin's just rocking into the corner repeatedly, but the AI does not always do what the AI needs to do. Auhin seems to be a little bit short of breath after that little trick of showing off, but he's getting up on top of the turnbuckle. He's getting ready to show off a nice aerial strike, perhaps. Now to backflip onto... Oh! Those feet right to Cyprus's gut. That cannot have felt good, and he is going in for the pin. This could be it. But Cyprus is still in this. Cyprus is still in this. Cyprus still hanging in there. And Auhin does not seem happy about that. Ready to just, you know, put some pain into there to show how frustrated he is with not taking this win right there where he wanted it. I believe this is a nope, that is not it. And Auhin going back onto the top of the ropes. Is he going to do the same trick he did last time? No, he's not. Oh, Cyprus bringing up those knees just to make sure that Auhin takes it right in the gut. Prison rules, apparently. There are very few rules here in the arena. Very few rules. There are no disqualifications, but people are also not encouraged to find weapons. People, there is still very much a gentleman's agreement on most things going on. I hear that some of the competitors have thought to add dirty moves to their lineups to try to go for weak points. That they've been sizing up opponents a little bit, perhaps. I've heard that a couple of our competitors have weak legs. And the question is Cyprus going to give in this submission hold here? No, she hasn't. She is in fact twisting out of it, punching Auhin to get off of her, but her arm cannot be in good shape after that. But her legs still seem to be in good enough shape to show off that fanciness right there, that fancy footwork. Cyprus following it up with a pin of her own. Will this be it too? And Cyprus not happy with the ref at all. Cyprus insisting that she had the 3. It is still anyone's match. This is still just going on, and I don't know what's going to happen next. This is completely unscripted. This is anyone's game. That is the beauty of being here in the arena, is that you never know what's going to happen. You never know who's going to slip out of a grab like Auhin just did. You never know how a pin is going to go. How long it's going to take that ref to get into position. 2, and Cyprus kicking out. It's still going. It is still going. Durf, welcome on back. You are here for the first round of the night. Your match will be coming up at some point. Auhin climbing up to the top once again. Oh, he's goading Cyprus on. What does he have in mind? What does he have? Oh, dropping the knees down to Cyprus's shoulders. Will that be enough? I can't imagine it won't be enough. And the winner is Auhin. The winner is Auhin. For those of you who placed your bets on Auhin, you will be earning some money tonight, I think. I don't know. I didn't see the bets myself. Auhin taking that victory, taking the first victory of the night. This is real unscripted wrestling, unlike the WWE. No, the WWE is completely realistic, Dad. Completely realistic. Boo. So Cyprus going for an 0-2 record. Auhin winning his debut match. Now our next match tonight is another newcomer against one of our winners from last week. Code, of course, is no stranger to the Sparkbomb community. Also, much like our previous contender Auhin, being a part of it since the X Evolution days, where Shatterdrift met him in 2007, joining with the merger in 2009, and being present and active to this very day. There are legends that say that Code has traveled through the Mansion multiverse and seen different possibilities, seen different worlds, seen things that cannot be told and cannot be explained. One of those things is a certain rumor going around, to which we have to make an official disclaimer that in order to ensure a fair fight, Code will not be using Legion. What is Legion? I don't know. Perhaps it's a program similar to Sparkbot. I don't know. Code's gonna have to perhaps tell us more, reveal more in the Mansionverse Arena thread at the Sparkbomb forums, where of course all competitors, all those who wish to commentate on this in character, in universe, are more than welcome to do so. Code, of course, rocking a very Phoenix-esque look for those who are considering joining one of the 3 user groups. Now, Code's opponent tonight is one of last week's winners, winning her debut match, impressing all of us, and having a little bit less graphical glitches with her slightly adjusted wardrobe attire, is Durf, who defeated Cyprus last week. Now, Durf has made some very controversial statements, very controversial statements. She was asking whether or not, since she beat Cyprus, if that means that she is now Shatterdrift's girlfriend, because that's obviously how it works. There can only be one. Only the winner is the one who takes that spot. I don't know if that's the case or not. I hear there's a little bit of bickering and disagreement going on about it among the competitors in Mansionverse Arena. But Durf is here to continue proving herself, to continue impressing all of us, to continue making us wonder how she fit over that middle rope. That's partially because I have not adjusted everyone's entrances yet and such, because we are still making things happen one by one. Ben in Space in the audience saying that he cannot wait to see Durf versus Game. I hear that is a match that several of the fans are clamoring for, and we don't know when it's going to happen. Now, Durf also made the controversial statement that Sparkbot deserves a title. Now, I hear that Sparkbot wanted to be a manager for Durf, but due to some of the limitations in the Mansionverse Arena program, that was not an option for tonight's match. You see that Durf has bet on Code. Really? Well, that's a very interesting problem here. Perhaps there is some insider trading. Is this match fixed? Who knows? We're only gonna find out as it goes, as we see these two fight. I don't know why Durf just ran past Code and Code did nothing to stop her, but that's just kind of how it is. You just don't trust your body, Durf? That is fair. That is fair. One of the things that makes this match very interesting on that note is that I hear that both Durf and Code have weaker legs than most of our competitors. There are some injuries perhaps, or some conditions. I'm not entirely sure. There are rumors going around. I can't really confirm or deny. But that if either one was to target each other's legs, it might be considered a little bit unsportsmanlike, perhaps. Although I hear Code is willing to do whatever it takes to win, as long as it does not involve using Legion. And Code right now is in fact twisting Durf's leg around over and over again. It's a very interesting strategy, very interesting move. Neither competitor is winning yet, Sienna. In fact, both of them seem to be missing each other with these repeated targets. And what is Durf going to do now? Durf rolling, one of the most impressive things she is able to do. Indeed, Code definitely seems to be favoring staying on that right leg of his. Very interesting aspect of his persona, of his character. You may notice that in his moveset. Durf knocking him clean out of the ring, egging him on to get back up. Can you do that in real life, please? I don't know, Durf, what's stopping you? What's stopping you? Once again, it is a 20 count out, so it is not expected that anybody will be counted out. Durf going straight for the crotch before following it up with a slap to the face and then just repeated punches. Perhaps taking advantage of those no disqualifications, or perhaps she has heard that Code is not afraid to fight dirty himself when he has to. But Durf is very eager to continue her winning streak, and Code, of course, being one of the legends in the Sparkbomb mansion, appearing whenever his mansion needs him, is also very eager to prove himself as being one of the best. So perhaps Code chose and intentionally wanted to face one of the winners, and that's why he is against Durf right now. And just twisting Durf's arm around and stopping her, and now headbutting her, but Durf was able to get out of the way to make that counter. That can't have felt good. Durf managing to clothesline him right down. Game enjoyer, I will not treat anyone with respect who is in the arena. If you enter the arena, Rob saying she wants Durf to nut punch people in real life. Don't we all? Don't we all? Will I film it? Or are you asking will Rob film it? It's hard to say, it's hard to know. It's hard to know. Code taking Durf on down. How is he going to follow this up now? Oh, dragging her out of the way of the ropes and just attacking that arm. What is he up to now? Dragging her out towards the middle of the ring. Is he planning a pin, perhaps? No, he's planning to drop down with a punch right to that face. Now putting her into a chokehold. Both of these competitors are very eager to win. Very excited for that. Very much wanting to win from what I understand, from what I'm aware. And, the question is just what is going to happen next? Code just seems to be showing off at this point, just twisting Durf's arm around, accepting those punches to the side, perhaps as par for the course. Does he realize that almost all of her attacks are with her arms, and so he's entering those intentionally? But Durf showing off that she does not need her arms, just jumping up, leaping up impossibly high, wrapping her legs around Code, and bringing him down. Only getting the 2 count, though. Only the 2 count. Things are not over yet. But Durf acting as if she won almost. Just throwing her arms in the air, quite happy with herself. Avoiding that grab. Continuing to lay down more and more punishment. The question is just what's gonna happen next? What is she going to... Code catching her. Catching her as she tried to do the same trick twice. It didn't work. It didn't work. Will this pinfall be enough to end it? No, not at all. Not at all. Durf just immediately kicking out of that. Durf not having any of it. And Code seems a little bit frustrated, a little bit exhausted. He's having to work for this. I don't know if he was expecting that tonight. But he's going for another of his signature submission holds. And we're going to see if Durf is able to get out of it or not. She could not. Durf tapped out. Durf did not have a way to get out of that hold, and so that is the end. Code is victorious in his first ever match. Durf now at a 1-for-1 record in the arena. There were rumors of match fixing going around, and it broke Rex's streak. Will this get addressed in the Mansionverse Arena thread? There's only one way to find out. Be there. Read it. Post in it if you haven't already. All right, our next competitor lost in her debut match. And this is Datsukai, who several of you in the audience may recognize. I'm curious to know if Rob and that guy recognize Datsukai and know who she is, because she is based off of someone we know in real life, of course. Is every match tonight an intergender match? There's only one way to find out. There's only one way to find out, game enjoyer. Not every match has to be. I chose matches I thought would be interesting tonight, and to continue building some storytelling and all that sort of stuff. I will mention that those of you who, of course, are posting in the Mansionverse Arena thread on the Sparkbomb forums will be prioritized for certain things. You think you recognize him? Of course, Datsukai's opponent, who I believe also lost his debut match last week, is the lovely Shattered Drift, the best dressed man on Twitch. He even gives me a run for my money. Wiggle that booty, exactly. Wiggle that booty. I don't know why he shows off his butt quite so much, but he does apparently, and he's not even part of the twerk team. But that's fine. We owe the twerk team great things for helping to make everything come together here with Mansionverse Arena, so we will shout them out happily. I'll go ahead and give Sari a shout out, the leader of the twerk team. Is it Sari or Sari TV? I think it's Sari. We're gonna see who wins this match though, because I know Shattered Drift wants to win. Datsukai, it's hard for me to say whether she wants to win or whether she just wants to have a good time or exactly what she has going on in her mind, but she is not showing any mercy on Shattered Drift right off the bat. That is for certain. Now, Bed in Space is bringing up a rumor that Shattered Drift may have padded pants to make his butt appear bigger and fuller than it really is. Now, I do know that dance pants exist that do that, specifically Latin pants. Is Shattered Drift wearing Latin pants right now? I'm not really sure. Like, the main problem is that his pant legs are not going all the way down to the bottom of his shoes, which is a telltale sign of dance pants. They go down farther than normal pants. They go down glued to the floor. And Datsukai is seeming to, is really putting up a fight tonight. She definitely seems to want to win after last week's match, perhaps. I know Shattered Drift's certainly eager to prove himself after his defeat at Sparkbot's hands. Shattered Drift eager to test the limits of what the Mansionverse Arena is capable of, since, as we've been seeing, throughout the night, there have been various issues cropping up, different problems, different things that he needs to work on improving in order for this to become all that it can be. But I think the really impressive thing about Datsukai is that she has gotten to face two of our fan favorite contenders in back-to-back weeks. She got to face Nebiros last week. She gets to face Shattered Drift this week. And Shattered Drift, of course, also eager to not fall behind Nebiros. And there is a rumor that Shattered Drift is wearing star socks beneath his shoes that you can't see, but they're there. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know. I can't verify it. What I do hear, though, is I hear that his tie one of these days is going to be getting a graphical upgrade. I hear that he's not willing to settle for this generic nonsense. He needs some rhinestones in that tie. He's throwing Datsukai out of the ring, clearly eager to take this onto the cement floor outside. There are those pads protecting it from the floor, but those pads only absorb so much. Any punishment here outside the ring is going to be much, much worse. But Shattered Drift, eager to just show himself off, going ahead and hitting Datsukai's head against the edge of the ring. I forget what the term for the edge of the ring is, but that is not a soft part of the ring. Now, I don't know why Shattered Drift is just standing there and finally letting Datsukai roll underneath him. That's very odd tactic on Datsukai's part, but I've learned not to question things that happen here in the arena. And I'm not sure what happened there exactly either, but Shattered Drift was able to turn that move around. Make it happen just fine. And he's now throwing Datsukai back in the ring, apparently content with everything that's happened here. Oh, what is he doing now? Nope, he's just getting back into the ring. I thought perhaps he was going to do something fancy, but no, he's not. You guess the arena is like Vegas, Sienna? That's very, very true. It's very much like Vegas. The simple fact is, for all of you who are participating in Mansionverse Arena, for all of you who are posting in the Mansionverse Arena thread on Sparkbomb, for starters, thank you. You're helping to make this come alive in ways that I cannot do on my own. But also is to be prepared for the wins and the losses, to be able to be prepared for whatever happens, because much like with the CWL universe, whatever happens, happens. We have taken many of the great lessons from Kirby, from the CWL universe, who, of course, I need to shout out. For anybody who enjoys what we are doing here, who wants to get more involved with a, quite frankly, better E-Federation, check out CWO Universe. Check out Sparkbot's matches. Sparkbot is the one who brought this back to us, who is making this happen. Datsukai perhaps about to put away Shattered Rift, but Shattered Rift kicks out before the 3. And Datsukai is furious with the ref. Clearly unhappy about not taking that win there. Anyone who wants to get more involved, who wants to see a true E-Fed in action that unfortunately does not have the intergender matches, but is otherwise superior in every way to what we were doing here, go ahead and check out CWO Universe. By all means, drop in on his streams, ask about things. Go check out Sparkbot's matches. Go support Sparkbot. Sparkbot, of course, making our entire community proud. And then these characters can be easily recreated in Mansionverse. From Mansionverse Arena can be recreated in the CWL if people would like to have their characters taken over. Not quite directly, because CWL is Shattered Rift taking that win, keeping pace so far with Captain Nebiros. Captain Nebiros has not had her match tonight. We will see what happens with her match, but Datsukai now 0 for 2, much like Cyprus. Will the winners continue facing winners? Will losers continue facing losers? We don't know. There's only one way to find out. Stay tuned for our next episode next week. But we do have more matches tonight. We still have our main event coming up tonight with a very interesting match with a very interesting wager that I hear is on par for it. Now, our next match is 2 newcomers to the Mansionverse Arena. The first one of which is Sienna Lasair. Is it Lasair? I want to say Lasair. I feel like Lasair is a really cool, very sexy pronunciation, but I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it's Lasair. Lasair? I don't even know anymore now. Now, Sienna leaning in a bit to her Asian heritage with this outfit, looking... I mean, there's things to say about that red and that black. It's Irish. I don't know how to pronounce Irish. That doesn't help me, Sienna. That doesn't help me. Sienna, of course, fresh to the arena, of course, using one of these default entrances that Shattered Rift has not finished updating yet, because not everybody gets to properly enjoy all the features and functionality. I don't even know. Oh, Bed, of course, though. Bed coming in here also as a newcomer, putting quite some time into his lovely bathrobe, his Sparkbomb t-shirt, hashtag merch store, and coming in with this nice little lantern here. He's wearing the Sparkbomb shirt. Yes, he is, Nebi. Yes, he is. And that's not all Bed is wearing. Bed, of course, put some time into his outfit. Being an artist himself, you should check out all of his lovely art, especially the birds that he draws. Bed, I hear, is just here to have a good time. I'm not quite sure, and I see something recognizable on the back of that bathrobe. You can see it kind of from the corner there. You think he auto wins for that shirt alone, Sienna? Go ahead and give the fight. Bed just sitting down in a rocking chair, quite content with this relaxing lifestyle. Blowing out the lantern, though. Wearing these lovely sandals. And if we get to see the back of the bathrobe one more time, you might catch another Sparkbomb Easter egg. Do you see those lovely critters riding down the back? Like right there is a perfect shot. That is, of course, the critter, a werewolf animal, livestock. I forget the exact proper term here. But Bed is here and is ready to fight, I believe. I don't know. Bed, perhaps you can give me some more information in chat. Sienna, perhaps you can give me some more information in chat. I don't know. Unfortunately, Bed does have to take off that outfit for the actual matches, whereas Sienna, I don't know how Sienna wears that outfit in the ring, but I can only assume that Sienna has her fanboys for that outfit. Now, Bed's still sporting the Sparkbomb logo on the is that the upper half of his bathrobe? I'm not really sure. I'm not sure how this all this works exactly. But Bed apparently wearing shorts to make it look as if he is on fire. The question is, will he be on fire in this match? So far, so good. I also wonder when he switched his shoes. I don't know when when Bed found the time for that costume change before the match, but you know, we don't question these things in the mansion. The mansion has mysterious powers. I hear that Shattered Rift borrowed some of the features from the role-playing forum to make it work. Oh, Bed seems to be putting Sienna into a hold and putting some pain onto that wrist a little bit. Not quite sure. Bed just seems to be ready to show off a little bit and to have some fun. Guy Ferrari shorts. Says that guy in chat. It's a pyro stick emblem. Oh! Thank you, Bed. I didn't catch that one. The Pyro Stick is, of course, a legendary weapon from the... Wow, that was an impressive flip right there. Bed is not wasting any time. Not wasting any time at all, and just knocking Sienna right out of the ring. Critters on the gloves. Now, Bed drew a lot of our art back in the day. Bed was the one who drew the critter. Bed is the one who drew the Pyro Stick, which is a legendary weapon that supposedly is banned from the arena. I don't know if we'll ever see it. Now, I don't know what Sienna did just right there, but Sienna is showing off some impressive athleticism. And of course, I hear that is what Sienna is known for, is her athleticism. Able to do quite a few impressive things, quite athletic, quite prone to being more of a counter-attacking fighting style. Sienna wants to see what her opponents do first, but I don't know if Sienna even saw that butt shot to the face coming right there. That was a Hurricane Rana. Thank you, Game Enjoyer. Thank you, Game Enjoyer. And Bed just ready to knock Sienna out of the ring one more time. I don't know if Bed thinks that this is King of the Hill. I mean, it's not. In order to win, you have to pin somebody down in the arena. And it seems that we have a raid coming in from Talk Limited. Welcome on in, Raiders. This is part of a series called Mansionverse Arena. For those of you who have no familiarity with wrestling at all, that is fine. Neither do half of us. Thanks to the magic of WWE 2K19, we have a lovely character creator, as you can see by two of our community members here in the ring right now. Sienna versus Bed in space. How did your interview go tonight, Talk? Please tell me about the person who I missed getting to see a little bit of. And of course, this match is also AI versus AI, and if you want to be included of it, we like to involve our community members. We are very slowly adding people in as I learn how this game works, how to make characters, how movesets and stuff works. And then fortunately for these episodes, I just get to be completely hands-off as the game does it for us. Welcome on in, Courtney. How are you doing? And of course, if you want to place your bets on who's going to win, you're also welcome to do that. Normally, I'm a variety streamer who does different things on different nights of the weeks, as most variety streamers tend to. We were doing some Mario Kart 8 earlier tonight. We're doing Mansionverse Arena right now because I was suffering from COVID vaccine side effects on Saturday. Tomorrow night and all Tuesday nights, we do Indie Night with a series called Let's Try. If you want game recommendations, that nobody else is playing, that nobody else has heard of, please ask me. Please check out my Steam reviews, all that sort of thing. Wednesday nights we do Retro Night, where we are currently playing Mega Man Legends. Friday nights is whatever our current long play is, which is currently Ori and the Blind Forest. And Bed in Space is enjoying getting beaten up by Sienna. I hear that Bed just wanted to get into the arena to face beautiful women. It is one of the rumors going around. Nobody wants you to recommend things, Game Enjoyer? Yes, they do. I want you to recommend things. And of course, our lovely music playing in the background right now is by the artist Street Cleaner, who also has a video game named after him, based on a fictional movie of a fictional character. It's a very fascinating thing. We very much stand Street Cleaner here. If Nebi wants to link to Street Cleaner's Bandcamp in chat, Sienna just flipping Bed right over and going in for a pin. Will this be it? No, it's not. Bed is not ready to get pinned down yet. And play the game. Nebi's art is in the Nintendo eShop. Because of magical serendipity of things that happen here. And all of that is just a fancy way to say that I am a variety streamer who cares more about my community and getting my community involved than I care about almost anything else. And what is this move right here that Sienna has going on? Just rocking Bed to sleep, perhaps. I hear Bed is always ready for a good nap. But my goal is to continue to expand this eFed and to continue to include more of our lovely community members in it as themselves. Welcome on in, John B. Showing off that Courtney Pog emote. I love to see it. And Sienna has won. Sienna taking her first victory. Bed just happy to have played, or so I hear. We're going to need to find out in the Mansionverse Arena thread after tonight's set is over, before our next one. Rex is raking in the sparks today. Good to hear it, Rex. Good to hear it. It was an honor to get beat up by you, Sienna, says Bed in Space. Welcome on in, Ronan. How are you doing tonight? Our next competitor is Tilly Froot, who is here perhaps to show her kids that anything is possible, perhaps to show what a farm girl is made of, perhaps to I don't know. Check the Mansionverse Arena thread. Participate in the Mansionverse Arena thread. Everyone, of course, in this E-Fed, you know a little bit about this game, Razzleton. Yes, you do, Razzleton. Yes, you do. Welcome on in. How are you doing tonight? We are still getting this E-Fed set up, but the main thing that makes us different here is that every character we see in the arena, with a couple of exceptions, are based on the real appearances, the real people behind these characters. So Tilly looks like Tilly, and of course Game Enjoyer here looks like Game Enjoyer. If you stop by Game Enjoyer's stream, this is what he looks like. This is what he looks like right here. If you stop by Tilly's stream, you see what she looks like. It's one of the things we want to make happen in this whole set. This right here, this is Game Enjoyer. That's his face. Looks just like the real thing. Except the real thing's a little bit sexier. You know, we only have so many polygons here. We only have so many polygons. The graphics in the arena are only so good. Nebiros is a miracle worker, says Game Enjoyer in chat. She made a character that looks enough like you that you can tell it's supposed to be you, but not so much like you that it's super ugly like you are. See, I'm trying to hype you up, game. I'm trying to build you up, and then you go and tear yourself down. And of course, if you would like to place some bets on characters, you are more than welcome to. It's very much anyone's game. We're still learning how things work. Movesets are still getting finalized. Entrances are still getting finalized. You may notice that entrances are still looking the same so far. That is completely my fault because I've been pulling a lot of the weight trying to create these characters. Ronan voted on game. Sienna voting for game. Nobody having faith in Tilly. I have some faith in Tilly. Now, Game, of course, we do know some information about Game and how he came to be here in the arena. And we do know that he is a veteran of the arena. He has faced. There's a lot of faith in Tilly. Am I missing the bet? Is that's what's happening? Did the bet have faith in Tilly? I hope so. I hope the bettors had faith in Tilly. Now, Game Enjoyer has had a lot of the wrestling experience that goes into being a good competitor in Mansionverse Arena. You love their outfits, Courtney. Thank you. Game was created by Nebi. Tilly was created by me. We created Tilly on stream like a couple of weeks ago, I think, something like that. Rex's Word saying which makes I means that Tilly had way more bets. Okay, no, that's good to hear. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. Of course, you know, Game has had a lot of the wrestling experience that combines into this. A lot of any of our competitors who have a fighting background of any sort are said to have an advantage. They're said to have an advantage. Game Enjoyer has the wrestling background that this is all kind of based off of. Game enjoys the high flyer style. And so we will hopefully get to see Game take to the ropes and go flying through the air tonight. And as we saw during last week's match, Game also knows how to put on a good show before he clinches in a victory. But it seems that Game put Tilly up against the ropes and she countered by just flipping him right out of the ring. There's more sparks on Tilly, only one more voter on Game. Okay. I see how it is. When you wanted to be a wrestler, Game is dressed how you wanted to dress for wrestling, Ronan. I mean, Ronan, you are more than welcome to copy his style and become a character here in the arena. I would very much like to include more of our community members in here. For those who are willing to get involved and write a bit, I would love to prioritize those people. My goal, so a lot of the E-Feds out there, are all custom characters, are all custom storylines. Whereas my goal for this E-Fed is that I want everyone to be based on their real self. I want your character to look like you. I want them to represent you. I want whenever somebody is in the arena right now, for it to not just be like, oh, I'm watching two people fight. You know this is Game Enjoyer. You know this is Tilly Froot. These are two people who are regulars in chat. Tilly may not be here tonight, but she is a regular part of this community. Game Enjoyer is the most regular part of this community. And so, you know, I understand people being fans of both of these people. And I want to get to know you guys well enough to be able to talk about some of your backgrounds, to apply in some of that Mansionverse lore. You might just go download this game to create the style you want, so hold on. Here's the thing, Ronan. This is 2K19. 2K19 is still full price because 2K sucks. Nebi and I both dropped like the $90 each on this game to make this happen because Nebi wanted the best character creator. How do we get a Dami Mommy in the mansion? I need Courtney's approval. I need Courtney being willing to include herself in. I need her giving whatever instructions for her outfit or any of that sort of stuff that she wants done. Nebiros then hopefully takes her hand at Dummy Mommy instead of me because I've been making enough characters now that I'm getting better at it. You approve, Courtney? Okay. So we're still. I'm gonna disclaimer and say that like there's a lot of work going in behind the scenes. Like people do not pay the E-Feds enough money. Like the work CWL Universe puts in, the work that Worldsy puts in, the work Razzleton puts in, the work Natalia puts in, the work that others put in is an insane amount. And so I do try to get people in. I am trying to prioritize getting people in, even if their move set is incomplete, even if their entrance is incomplete, that sort of thing. But yeah, Natalia's work is mind-blowing. Like Nebi said, like Natalia's work is insane. Are we gonna create John Bunny? You spent literal hours on character creation, you will drop money. Ronan, so here's my advice if you're gonna drop the money on 2K19. Here's my advice. One, know that this game is going to lose a lot of support in a few months when 2K22 drops. Secondly, you may want to buy the current Humble Choice, get the 20% discount in the Humble store, and then pay for it, and you'll be out like less money on Humble Choice than you would think. Or if you have like a discount on Humble Choice, use that and get like an even better discount. Because like if you buy this with the DLC, like this is $60 still for the main game, and the DLC is an extra $30. I don't remember what all is included in the DLC. Some of it's moveset, some of it's some appearance stuff. I bought the DLC without question because I just didn't want to have to deal with like not having anything. Unfortunately, there's some stuff also you unlock by playing the game, which the game itself kind of sucks. But it has the best character creator like in existence. Like people were having fun with the character creator in Cyberpunk 2077. No, it's got nothing on this. Well, it's got the inappropriate parts on this, but it has nothing else on this. And then just being able to do AI versus AI matches is beautiful. I've been keeping an eye out for any other games that are doing anything remotely similar to this, and they just don't exist. Like there's so few good character creators out there. There's so few good AI versus AI games out there. And this, I mean, 2K series, the 2K series is falling into a very special place. There's some moveset stuff in the DLC. You got stuck unable to download a dynamo at one point and had to grab it. See, when Bed did his character originally, there was something in his character that was locked away behind one of the game modes that I suck in. A character you made back for the GameCube for a WWE game was like OP as heck. And also, if you do work on your own custom moveset, I'm doing basically the CWL rules. I'm basically copying everything wholesale from the CWL, except no disqualifications. So I am asking people not to go like weapon heavy, for example. Not until I learn enough and understand enough to be able to adapt this. Man, Tilly just throwing game around right now. Does Tilly have this? Tilly taking her first win, taking out Game Enjoyer and stopping that possible win streak. That is an upset in my book. I was definitely expecting Game to win, but I am glad that the faith our bettors had in Tilly has been rewarded. I hope that Tilly will be giving us some insight into what went through her mind during that match, what's going on with all of her stuff and such. And of course, do we have Tilly's username handy? We can shout Tilly out. Our main event for tonight is a wager between Kitsune and Nebiros. I'm not sure what the details of this wager include necessarily, but Kitsune seems to believe, despite his loss to Game Enjoyer last week, that he can defeat Nebiros. And if he defeats Nebiros, I hear that she is being required to give him more Uwu voice time. I don't know how much more. I don't know if it's for like an entire stream, if it's just like some specific thing she's gonna say, if it's just a rumor going around, but that is what I heard. That is what I heard. And if Nebiros wins, well, this bet is strangely undefined and strangely poorly well defined, almost as if a certain commentator is making it up here on the spot as we speak. But I am sure that is not something he should be doing. And I just saw the 69-69 on Nebi in our nice little predictions. Remember, guys, the predictions are based on how many points get put into both sides. So if somebody wants to bet against John's big old pile of points, somebody wants to wager on Kitsune, they could get in a good cash flow right now. Sadly, streamers cannot cast prediction on their own channel, which is kind of sad. You know, it's kind of sad. Apparently, I influenced it or something. So some people may bet on Kitsune just to have that to have that possible big payday. Now, Nebiros, of course, also the Pirate Queen, the wonderful artist for this channel. responsible for her own outfit and hopefully for more outfits in the future here in Mansionverse Arena, so that Shattered Drift doesn't have to be worrying about outfits nearly as much. Although sadly, I am learning how to become an artist. Slowly but surely. It's been one of the unintentional side effects of streaming. See, most people say that you learn tech stuff, AV, from streaming. No. You learn art. That's what you learn from streaming. And so this one could be anybody's match. It could be anyone's night. This is our main event for a reason. There are uwus on the line, or so I hear. There are a few moments left to place your bets. Ronan getting an A in art. You just got an A in art? Like you were taking an art class this quarter, Ronan? Or semester? Or did you just find the A because it was the start of the word art, like I did? What grade did I get in my high school art class? I'm trying to remember now. Nebiros, of course, knowing how to make an entrance in her full captain's regalia. Ready to sail whatever ship she needs to. You had a required art class, Ronan? Okay. The audience is excited and ready with the fever pitch. Kitsune raring to go. Nebi getting her hands clean so that she can get her hands dirty. And it seems the winner of the first encounter is Nebiros. But Kitsune's sheer size and strength taking her into the corner, but it doesn't seem that either one's getting quite the upper hand in this contest. The ref is pushing them apart. I believe that's part of the chain wrestling mechanic that I am unfamiliar with. And we have another raid coming into the house. Nate, thank you for the raid. Welcome on in, Raiders. We are in the middle of an AI versus AI match between two community members, Captain Nebiros and Kitsune here. Where a nice wager is going on on the line right now. You're playing Front Mission 3. Please tell me about Front Mission 3. I've never heard of it. For those of you coming in with the raid, I am Shattered Drift, the best dressed man on Twitch, a variety streamer who does a lot of different things. When I say I put community first, I put community first. You can see that right here on the stream. This is my artist Captain Nebiros in the ring against my good friend Kitsune, who is a loyal member of this community. Our entire set of matches tonight have been community members and other streamers. Yeah, I mean, even Sparkbomb didn't make an appearance tonight, and that's something special. I wonder what Sparkbomb was up to. Perhaps we'll find out in the Mansionverse Arena thread at some point. We'll be doing these Mansionverse Arena streams every probably couple of weeks is kind of the tentative plan going forward. Adding in characters as quickly as I can of other people who are in the community who want to be included, who are willing to do a little bit of writing for plot stuff. Front Mission 3 is a PS1 strategy RPG with big mechs. That's right up Mika's alley. I know that's right up Mika's alley right now. And so earlier tonight and most Monday nights, we are doing Mario Kart 8. On Tuesday nights, I do a series called Let's Try, where we try a new and upcoming indie games. If you want to know of other obscure games besides Front Mission 3, let me know, or check out my Steam reviews in the links down below, or come on Tuesday nights and see if I'm playing good stuff or garbage. Gems or garbage. There's no way of knowing until we actually see it happen. Kitsune wanted to punch the ooh out of you, Nebi? Probably. On Wednesday nights, I do my retro night where we are currently doing Mega Man Legends. And on Friday nights, we do our current long play, which right now is Ori and the Blind Forest, which I have another night or two left of, I believe. And Saturdays are a variety of stuff depending on whether or not I'm streaming, because I'm not guaranteed all Saturdays. For example, we were supposed to be doing Mansionverse Arena this past Saturday. That's why we're doing it tonight. But I was suffering the side effects of the coronavirus vaccine. Hypes and Kitsune coming right on in on time. Will Kitsune get to watch himself win or lose? Kitsune, I hear that you and Nebi bet uwus on this match. Please tell me, did you? I need to know what's on the line right now, because this is an intense match over the uwus. Man, Kitsune just punching Nebi right to the face. If Kitsune loses, will he be doing uwu? That's a good question. Oh, Captain, my Captain, win! Now, I don't know if Nebi's exhausted, if she's trying to recover from some of those blows, if she's trying to figure out how she got into this position in the first place. Oh, getting lifted up and dropped right onto the floor. She appears to be winded. And Kitsune just surveying his handiwork, seemingly asking, where are the uwus? Release them. Go Kitsune, get you those channel points, game. Yeah, it's you versus Nebi right now, Kitsune. It's you versus Nebi. The rumor is that the winner, that if you win, you get uwus. I don't know how many uwus. I don't know what you wagered against the uwus. And and as Bed Space is saying right now, you are currently kicking the uwu out of Nebi, but I haven't heard any uwus quite yet. Nebi throwing you out of the ring even. Nate, thank you for that Prime sub. Thank you for the 3 months rating into a subversary. Thank you. Thank you for supporting this channel. Our money is currently going to the most recent stream investment that was made is I picked up a copy of Filmora X Studio to be able to edit some videos in because Twitch editor is Garbo. We might get some more YouTube shorts off of this in the future. And you love the notification noises so much. So the notification noises and oh, please tell me we don't have the game freezing on us. Please tell me we don't have the game freezing on us. If our competitors stand here for too long, I may have to intervene. This has happened before, just not on air. I don't know what triggers it. I'm gonna have to intervene. Okay, so what we're going to do really quickly is we need to. I'm gonna take over Kitsune for a brief moment. Okay. Oop, nope, not options. So what happens there is for some reason things just go crazy. Is it really freezing again? Yeah, sometimes the AI gets confused. Sometimes the AI gets confused. This used to happen with World Z, and that's why he pre-records his shows now. I think it's the intergender mod, or maybe the PC version. I don't pre-record these. These are all live. These are all live right here. Okay, so I'm just gonna do a basic kick. Basic kick. Basic kick. Slight interference by Shadow Drift trying to fix things. Let's see if it worked. There we go. There we go. Things are working again. Unscripted real wrestling. Exactly. Exactly. You probably should submit to Nebi. You're guessing it's the mod? It might be. It might be. Nebi going in for that pin, but Kitsune not ready to surrender the uwus yet. This is how you know it's live, guys. This is how you know it's live. This is how you know it's verified AI versus AI. Is problems like that. Shadow Drift is only so good of a programmer. Only so much can be done here in the Mansionverse arena. We're just glad to have it happen. Nebi giving some knees to the face and going in for a pin. She is not willing to give up the uwus. And that is our match for the night. That is our set for the night. Kitsune has failed to earn the uwus, is going on to a 0-2 streak, while Nebiros is taking a 2-0 streak, being undefeated in the arena. Like there was any doubt, says Nate. John B being rewarded for that 69-69 wager. Now drop for lunch. No, this is the end of the night, Sienna. This is the end of the night. Holds up, step on me, Nebi sign. We can have custom signs.